If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in GATE Electromagnetic Theory series. So today we will be solving 3 questions, question number 6, 7 and 8. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, if you see question number 6, what they are asking, the following 4 vector fields are given in Cartesian coordinate system. The vector field which does not satisfy the property of magnetic flux density. Now what is magnetic flux density? That is flux B. And what is the property of magnetic flux? The property is that the divergence of dot B is equal to 0, which simply means your monopole does not exist. There is no magnetic monopole. That's why whenever you see north pole, there is a south pole automatically coming into it in the picture. You cannot say north pole is only a single north pole is there or a single south pole is there. So monopole does not exist. That is a well-known property of your magnetic circuit. And you can correlate also why it is so. What was divergence? If you can recall that divergence, what I have explained there, divergence is if you have a box of something of this fashion and some fluids are coming from here and leaving here. So what is the total thing that is coming out of here? If there is nothing inside, then whatever water is coming, that same water will be going outside. So net divergence will be 0. If there is a source inside, then obviously it will be a positive divergence, something will be coming out of there. If there is a sink inside, if there is a hole there, so if you give water, some water will fall down. So here outcome will be negative. So the total outcome will be, if 10 liter is entering, 9 liter will come out. So total divergence will be -1 here. So that means there is a sink inside. And if you give 10 and if here outlet is 12, that means total thing coming out of here, because it is coming out is 12, inside is 10, total thing is coming out is +2. So it is positive thing count, so we say source inside. But in case of magnetic field, you cannot say that, because magnetic monopole does not exist. You cannot say one north pole is inside. Single north pole you cannot separate it. So single south pole you can. So there cannot be a single source. There cannot be a sink also. So that's why this is the idea. Divergence of dot B is equal to 0. There is no magnetic monopole, nothing. You can sort of think of source and sink in case of magnetic field. So you see which one will be dot will be 0. If you have to dot it with this one, that nabla. What was the nabla? Del x I, del y z, del z. What is the question which does not satisfy? So you see, if dot with x it is 0, dot with y it is 0, dot with z it is 0. So A is satisfying. Okay, A is satisfying, but A cannot be answered. Which one is not? If you dot with if you differentiate it with x, 0, y 0, z 0. So B is also satisfying. Now come to C. With respect to x it is 2x, with respect to y it is 2y, with respect to z it is 2z. So you are getting 2x plus 2y plus 2z not equal to 0, because it is depending on the position of x, y, z. So which is not possible, because every time it should be 0. So that means C is my correct answer, because which is not possible, that is my answer. Now if you come to 17, consider this function. F is a function of this, where r is the distance from the origin and r vector is the unit vector in the radial direction. Then the divergence of the function over the sphere. So you have a sphere of radius r which includes the origin. So you have something sort of a sphere, and divergence you have to divergence of this function. You have to consider the function this in the radial direction. The divergence of this function, you have to find the divergence over that sphere. That means divergence over that entire sphere. That means you have to integrate it over that entire volume. So that is the idea of divergence. So you have to calculate divergence means this one, that is your F vector, and because you have to calculate it over the sphere, that means you have to integrate it over the volume V. Let me take, I am not giving triple integration, the sign is symbol, volume means triple. So there is a gross, we can reduce it a little bit, this life, by using Gauss divergence theorem that we have studied. So which one is covering the volume? Instead of taking every point in the volume, you just take the surface. So which surface? That outer surface. So I will integrate the surface, and f dot ds, that is the surface integral, that we will know how to do this one over the surface ds. Now what is the formula, or f dot ds you can say, you can simply write it is, there ds will come, that ds is there, f dot ds. So what is the formula? It was f dot n cap and then ds you have to write. Okay, so what is here ds? Your ds is something short of this type of sphere this is a sphere. Suppose this is XYZ coordinate, and inside that is the sphere. If you have to assume it's something like that. Okay. So what is the surface I am taking? A small surface. DS is a small surface. So it is the surface in this periphery, suppose, in this outer surface of that ball. Okay. So if you take this one, this is the surface I am talking about, whose radius is fixed. Radius is, suppose, this surface from this side. This surface, small surface, suppose I marked it here. This is a small surface which radius is fixed. Radius is r, but this is the surface. Okay. So what is this ds? What will be this area? Radius is r, and one side you are how we are changing it? X, y, and z. So this is my r. This is the surface I am talking about. A small surface over here. Radius of r. So what you are doing? How this surface is created? R you are not changing. So you are changing theta, and if you change this theta, so the surface, this side, this surface you can treat it as a rectangle. So this length of this curve, yesterday I have drawn this curve. So this curve, so one is this curve. This curve is nothing but r into d theta. So this side is r d theta. What about this side? This side is coming due to this fluctuation, that phi. So what is this fluctuation? What is this length? This is r, this is theta. So this is r sin theta, and then you are changing. So this length is, so there is a length, this length. So you can see this length and this length, and then that will make the surface, this surface. So one is this length and one is side by side this length from here to here. So one will be this length, this is r d theta because d theta is changing, and one is this. What is this? This is r sin theta and then d phi. The angle is changing d phi. So ultimately your ds will be equal to r d theta multiplied by r sin theta d phi. Phi is the lower portion. This is the angle phi, this is angle theta. That you have to be careful. So instead of this, now what is the n cap? N cap is the normal that is coming out of that surface. So if you take this is the surface, so what is the normal? That r vector, that radial vector is the coming out of this surface. So this is your r cap. So ultimately if you replace all these things, so this surface, this f is what? F they have given 1 by r square r cap. That will be into, no dot, it is just into, dotted with n cap is here r cap, because n cap is the normal to that surface, and the normal is the radius, that radial vector coming out of it. And instead of ds we will write r sin theta, r square sin theta, in fact d theta d phi. Now you have to put these limits. So what will be the limit? You know phi you have to rotate. If this is your axis, so phi you have to rotate the full, then you will get. And theta you don't need to rotate full. You rotate from 0 to 90, then 90 to 180 in the lower portion, because this is my theta. So if you go 0 to 180, then it is done, because everywhere you are going 0 to 180, here also, here also, here also. So all the sides will be covered. No need to go from here to here. So you just 0 to do 180. So same side also you do, because in the lower portion you are rotating 2 pi. So here also you are rotating 2 pi, means you are also 0. So 0 at this position you are doing this one. At 90 also you are doing this one. So the lower is 180, then also you are doing it from 0 to 180. And the lower is 270, then also you are doing this. So the entire globe is covered, you can see, sphere. So your theta has to move from 0 to 180 or 0 to pi, and then phi has to move from 0 to 2 pi. So that you have to do. So r dot will be 1, r square will get cancelled. So finally you can segregate these, because these are not now linked. So you can segregate. Theta is from 0 to pi, and integration d phi, which is from 0 to 2 pi. So this will give you 2 pi, and this will give you cos theta. Cos theta is cos pi minus cos theta 0 to pi, which will be 2 pi. If you give cos pi, it is minus plus 1 minus 0 1. So it will be 4 pi. So your answer is option C. Now if you come to question number 8, a perfectly conducting metal is placed in xy plane in a right-handed coordinate system. The charge of this much coulomb is placed at the coordinate 0 0 2. E0 is the permittivity of the free space. Assume ijk unit vectors xyz, then the coordinate at the coordinate root 2, 0. Root 2, 0 means on that surface, that perfectly conductor plane that you have placed in xy plane. So in this plane, suppose I have placed that plane. So this is the, suppose your coordinate. This is your xyz coordinate. This one you can see, this is your xyz coordinate, and here you have kept the point charge. You have to find electric field somewhere here. Root 2, and height is 0 somewhere here. Okay, that is they have given. Okay, so because it is perfectly conducting material means if you move along this path there will be no change in the potential. So what will be electric field? You know from the concept of the gradient, if I move along the gradient then there is a highest change. If I move at 90 degree to the gradient, then there is a no change. You are at the level surface. I have explained it in the what is the meaning of gradient. So electric field is nothing but gradient of the scalar potential. That we have seen in the first question itself in EM theory. Okay, so electric field, because in this conducting surface, if you move along this path, there will be no potential drop because it is perfectly conducting, no resistance is there. Whatever current you give, the resistance is 0, so no drop. So because there is no change in voltage, that means your electric field should be such a way so that 90 degree to that comes here. So if your electric 90 degree to electric field should come on this surface, that means your electric field should be 90 degree to that surface. Suppose if electric field is this, then 90 degree to this is this. Then if you move along this path, there will be no, your grade is in this direction. If you move in this direction, there will be no change in that potential. That means you can see that's why it should be K cap, because there is a positive charge. So obviously electric field will be coming out of that. So obviously because it is outside, so it should be coming out. So obviously the answer should be something of minus. So either it should be BD. If there is only one minus, you could have directly given by understanding that concept only. Okay, so for that, how to solve this type of questions? For this, because there is a perfectly conducting, so this phenomena is observed by using a image charge concept. So you have to consider, because there is a positive charge, so same equivalent negative charge you have to also consider at this position 0 0 minus 2. That is known as image charge of this one. And due to this one, there will be electric fields. What will be the electric field of this one? What is the formula of electric field? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, then r cap. R is the connecting point. This is the r cap. So first E1 will be due to this. Suppose this is the point. So there is, I am marking this one as E1 due to this point charge, and this is negatively charged, so its E2 will be in this direction. It should be outward, but because it is negative charge, so it should be outward. So you take resultant of this one, so you will find E this one. So that is your idea, because we know that E should be, that electric field should be coming out of 90 degree of that plane. So to adopt or to include that phenomena, we have to bring the concept of image charge. That's why the concept of image charge comes, because your electric field should be 90 degree. If you don't give this one, then E1 is coming in this direction, which is not feasible. Because it is perfectly conducting material you have to place, so you think that there is a image charge has been formed, due to which your E is coming, net E is coming in this direction. So you write E1, E2, then you add vectorically, you add, you will get. So let me do E1. Sorry, it is Q by, charge should be there, Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, then r cap. So what is Q in the first one? That is 32. Both are same, but one is plus, one is minus. The upper one is the plus. 32 pi this much root 2 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into what is r. First you write r cap, then you will go for r square. R cap is the unit vector along this path. What is r? Root 2 comma 0. How you write vector? x1 minus x2i, this one. So it is root 2i, root 2j, then minus 2k. But these are all vectors, so you have to divide it by its magnitude, 2 plus 2 plus 4. So this is its magnitude, and then this magnitude whole square, because this is your r. What is r cap? R cap is r vector divided by mod r. That's what I am doing. So mod r is this one, so r square will be 2 plus 2 plus 4. If you do it, you will get it 8 root 2, root 2i, root 2j, 2 2s are 4 plus 8, 8 to the power 3 by 2. Similarly, what will be E2? E2 will be same, but with a minus sign, because all these formulas are same. So now if you, but here this direction will change. Everything will be same, only this direction. So it will be root 2i, okay. Then root 2j, but it should be 2k. That is the idea. Rest is same. Now if you add these two, then you will find everything will get cancelled. Only 2k portion will come. So it will be 8 root 2 by 8 to the power 3 by 2. Then minus 2k, minus 2k. So it is. So finally if you solve, you will get it minus 2k. That is your option B. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.